town struggling to score, but fresh off a walk-off win in 12 innings late last night. Anibal Sanchez goes for a 9th straight decision on a beautiful Friday night in D.C. Yeah, it is a great night for baseball here. Beautiful at the Yard. Nats and the Marlins, a season series. Washington has dominated to the tune of 10-3 so far this year. So the next week and a half in the division, 3 with the Fish, 3 with the Mets here, and 4 at the Braves. The Nats are only 21-21 against the rest of the division other than Miami. And the Nats will throw some serious pitching at the Fish. Sanchez tonight, then we get Strasburg and Corbin for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, Anibal Sanchez coming off maybe his best outing as a Washington National at Wrigley Field. The one against the Dodgers was pretty impressive, but Anibal's last start was impressive too.
Yeah, he almost went the distance against the Cubs 1 week ago today. And who goes into Wrigley Field and sweeps that ball club, FP? They had been almost unbeatable in the friendly confines.
Yeah, they were 44-19 before the Nats came to town at home, and Anibal Sanchez was just dirty. When you talk about the changeup and how it was just breaking off the table, it was probably the best off-speed I've seen him have all year. He established strike one with the fastball. He was an error away from a complete game shutout against the Cubs at Wrigley Field. Dominating performance, and they need another one out of him here tonight.
Yeah, set a great tone for the weekend. So longest win streaks in the National League this year. He can tie John Gant of the Cardinals, Mike Soroka of the Braves. He actually won 10 in a row at one point. Active streaks highlighted there. And Steven Strasburg, of course, earlier, 7 straight. Eliezer Hernandez for the Fish tonight. And Kurt Suzuki got him on the 4th of July. And the Nats did some long ball hitting that day. Anthony Rendon got him as well. As usual, whoever scores early gets the upside in Game 1 of this 3-game series. Fish and the Nats, straight ahead. At Nationals Park, Marlins in town, perfect weather, 86 degrees. Got to 90 in town today, but it's cooled off a bit, and skies are absolutely clear and beautiful. Time now for T-Mobile's connection to the game. So Hunter Strickland is back in the bullpen, as well as lefty Roenis Elias. Matt Grace has been designated for assignment, so still just one lefty. And Spencer Kieboom back to Double-A, but I bet we'll see him soon. The Nats will expand the rosters 2 days from now. 7 games, 6 starts career against his old ball club.
At 35 years old, 6'2", 205, 1 hit over 8 1/3 last start. That was on the 23rd at Chicago. We just showed you those highlights. 2 runs, only one of those was earned. He struck out 6 Cubs. 112 pitch effort last time out for Anibal. So the 8 1/3 was his longest outing since 6/15/2015, where he went a complete game against the Reds. Here's a defense tonight. Soto Robles, there's a shark out there against the Marlins. Turner Cabrera up the middle. Rendon Adams at the corners. Kurt Suzuki behind the plate. Adam Eaton, talked to him today. He should be in there tomorrow. Taking one more day after he got hit by that pitch.
All right, everybody. Welcome to game number 133, back at the friendly confines of Nats Park for the Florida Marlins taking on the Washington Nationals. Nationals coming to this game a half game behind Atlanta. Atlanta 81-54, Nationals 79-53. In real life, they were 74-58, so we're still +5 in the overall comparisons of replay versus real season. As was mentioned in the opening video, Elias and Strickland are activated. Grace was designated for assignment, and Kieboom was sent down but may come up in September. Let's go back to the previous couple of games. The last video was the Cubs defeating the Nationals behind great pitching from Cole Hamels 6-0. That was game 130. Game 131 and game 132 were against the Orioles. They're the Orioles, so that's why I didn't do a video on the game. Actually, the Nationals had a tough time with the Orioles. They went extra innings. They were leading 3-2 into the 9th, but then with 2 outs in the 9th, Stevie Wilkerson took Daniel Hudson deep, and that sent the game to extra innings. But in extra innings, after the first 2 were retired by Tanner Scott, Turner and Eaton were retired. Kendrick who was playing for the injured Rendon, singled with 2 outs, and then Juan Soto walked it off with his home run. Game 132 started out okay, but it was scoreless through 3, but then the Nats got 3 in the 4th, courtesy of back-to-back home runs, a 2-run shot by Cabrera and a solo shot by Suzuki off of Wojciechowski. Scherzer went 5 innings, only gave up 1 hit of shutout ball, but trying to honor his pitch count, still coming back from that injury, so I limited him to just the 5 innings, and he left the game with a 3-0 lead. Turned it over to the bullpen. Guerra, 2 innings, only allowing 1 run. Rainey, 1 inning, 1 run, and Grace, 1 inning, no runs. Of course, Grace is no longer with the Nationals. He was designated for assignment. But the Nationals win it by the score of 8-2. Orioles ran into some problems. 2 errors in the 7th inning, allowed 3 unearned runs. And then, for good measure, Dozier in the bottom of the 8th had a 2-run shot off of Michael Gibbons, their closer. Brought him in, hoping to keep the games close, but didn't happen. So Nationals win it 8-2. And improved their record to 79-53 to sweep the 2-game series from the Orioles, which is why I didn't want to do a video with the Orioles, because they're bad. Well, not that the Marlins are any better. Marlins come to this game 48-85, so they're pretty bad, but they are a division opponent, so that makes it a little bit different. All right, so let's look at the starting lineup, and since it's a new series, new team, we'll go through everybody that's on the active roster that's able to be used for the Marlins. Look at their bench. They have 1 lefty on the bench. That's Curtis Granderson. They have 3 right-handers on the bench. They have Martin Prado, Garrett Cooper, and backup catcher Brian Holiday. Those are the 4 bench players that are available to the Don Mattingly and the Marlins. In the bullpen for the Marlins, they have 3 left-handers. They have Yarlin Garcia, Adam Conley, and Wei-Yin Chen from the left side. From the right side, they have Tyler Kinley, Robert Duggar, Kyle Keller, Hector Noesi, Ryan Stanek, and Jeff Brigham. So all those guys are the bench and the bullpen for the Marlins. Starting lineup, we got John Birdie leading off at shortstop. Harold Ramirez is in right field. Starlin Castro's at third. Neil Walker bats cleanup at first base. Jorge Alfaro, the catcher, will bat 5th. Islan Diaz at second base. He'll hit 6th. Lewis Brinson, center fielder, hits 7th. Austin Dean, the left fielder, hits 8th. And on the mound, Eliezer Hernandez will bat 9th. And, of course, he is the starting pitcher for the Marlins. All right, let's look at the defense for the Nationals. Soto in left, Robles in center, and the Baby Shark, Gerardo Parra, in right field. They mentioned it at the end of the audio that Adam Eaton in real life was hit by a pitch the previous game against the Cubs. So he's getting the day off, and Gerardo Parra is patrolling right field for the Nationals. Infield, Rendon, Turner, Cabrera, and Adams, and then Suzuki catching Anibal Sanchez. And let's see, I think everything else is pretty self-explanatory, or we're pretty much set. There's nothing else really to delve into, except for the pitching line on Sanchez, his season. Anibal Sanchez, he's making his 25th start. He's 8-6 with a 3.87 ERA, 137 in the 3rd innings, 132 hits, 69 runs, 59 of them earned, 45 walks, and 116 strikeouts. So I think we are now ready to get going here. So let's get all the stuff that I had out here before. Get that back in place. Not that I really need all this junk, but it's there, so what the heck. Get the dice tower back out here. That's one of the most important things, to get the dice tower out there so you can see the dice. All right. Anibal Sanchez finishing up the warm-up tosses. And John Birdie, shortstop, right-handed hitting shortstop, is going to lead things off. Doing a little bit different setup. Putting the logos up there. The stadium I usually put up here, but I'm putting it down here this time just to be different, whatever. All right, so I'm looking through the phone, and these cards are still in view, although a little bit lower than normal, but they're still there. That's all that matters. So we are just about ready to go here in game 133. Get into the home stretch of this Nationals replay. I do have the game up on the computer, so I will score it as we're playing it. And I've got the charts as as I always need them for the inside pitch for different running and fielding checks. So we are ready to go. John Birdie facing Anibal Sanchez. Anibal Sanchez, I think it's how it's actually pronounced. I think his first name is pronounced Anibal. So Anibal Sanchez pitching to John Birdie, game 133 on a Friday night. Of course, I'll probably post this on a Thursday night. I'm trying to get into a pattern of posting on Tuesday and Thursday for the national replays. And then Saturday, of course, the game of the week on Stratomatic. So we'll see if that continues. That's why I'm going to try to keep on a schedule. Sometimes it's better if you can stay on a relatively decent schedule. I do record things on Saturday or when I have a free chance and then upload them and parcel them out on those days. So you may be seeing this on a Thursday, the Thursday after Labor Day. I'm actually recording this on Labor Day since I'm off, but you'll probably see this the Thursday after Labor Day, although it is a Friday, August 30th game in 2019. All right, Sanchez to Birdie, 5-2. That's a ballpark card. Very first play, we go to Nationals Park for John Birdie. 2-3 is a single plus to center field. So Birdie's going to get himself a single, has a chance to stroke it or stretch it into a double. He runs at a 5. That's the best you can have. Although Robles is a -1, drops him to a 4. So we're going to roll the dice. 1 to 4, he gets in there with a double. A 5, he has to hold it first. A 6, he's out trying. He's had to hold it first. So Birdie, despite the speed, Robles with that -1 arm dropped him from a 5 to a 4 and caused him not to be able to advance. So Birdie will stand pat with that single. Of course, he could always look to get a jump. His attempt is a 5. +1 from Sanchez makes him a 6. And it's a 3, so he will get a chance to steal. Stolen base is a 17. Sanchez adds 3, makes him a 20. Suzuki's up 2, making it a 22. Well, you can't have more than 19. So, because 20 is going to be out. So anything 1 to 19, then he'll be safe. 20, he'll be out. Now, Suzuki could just hold the ball, figuring Birdie got such a great jump, and that way he can avoid rolling a 1, 2, or 3, which would cause an error chance. But I think they're going to go ahead and throw through. And he makes it. So no throwing error, but it is a stolen base for John Birdie. So Birdie gets the stolen base. He's in scoring position. And now strategy roll for Sanchez. Nothing happening. Here's Harold Ramirez, the right fielder. 1-3, strikeout chance, but 15 is too high. We go to Ramirez. 1-3, single pass short. How about that? Now on a single pass short, to score from second, according to the chart, you need a 5 through 6. Well, Birdie's a 5, so he will score. Uses that speed to score, and just like that, the Marlins take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first against Sanchez, who had been pitched very well in the last game against the Cubs, but ran into issues here. Ramirez, attempt of 2. Cannot get a jump. He will hold. Here's Starlin Castro. Sanchez to Castro. 4-6 is a range play at the stadium. We go to Nationals Park. 6-3 is a star 1, which is a fly to the left, but it is a range play. Soto is a 3. So 1, 2, or 3, he catches this. 4 or higher, it's going to drop in for a hit. It's a 4, so he's not going to get it. It's a failed range play. Is it a single or a... I'm sorry, it is a single because it wasn't a 5 or 6. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The second play is a 5 or 6. My bad. It's going to be a double, actually, since that's a 6. So it's a failed range play, turns into a double to left field. Ramirez runs at a 4. A double to left. You take away 1, that makes him a 3. So 1 to 3, and he will score from first. He does not. He's got to hold at third. So Ramirez is at third, failed range play, and the Marlins are in business again. Nats in trouble early. Nobody out. 2 runners in scoring position. Sanchez with the strategy roll. Nothing happening. Here's Neil Walker, the infield. How do they want to play the infield here? They are going to play... They're going to play in. They're going to play in, try to choke that runoff. Sanchez, 2-6 is a strikeout chance. 16 is too high. We go to Walker. Walker, a 3-1. That's a single pass second, so it didn't matter how they were playing. It's an S4 to score from second. Castro on an S4, you have to have a 3. He's got a 3. So it's a 2-run single. And just like that, the Fish lead at 3-0 before anybody's out. There's still nobody out. And the praises of Anibal Sanchez may have been premature as the Fish are taking it to him. Here's Neil Walker's attempt to jump is a 2. It's a 3, which means he could do a hit and run with Alfaro, but we're not going to do the hit and run. We're going to let Alfaro swing away. So Sanchez to Alfaro. 2-6, strikeout chance, 8 got him. So finally getting out. Sanchez finally retires a batter on the strikeout of Alfaro. Brings up Isan Diaz. Strategy roll, nothing happening. Here's Sanchez to Diaz. 1-6, that's a walk plus, so now the bases, or runners at first and second rather. It's going to say the bases are loaded, but it's just first and second. They could be loaded very shortly though, the way Sanchez is pitching. So here's Lewis Brinson, center fielder. And this is a case where Hernandez might get the hit before he pitches. That's never a good sign if you're the defense. We're not going to do a bunt here, so Sanchez to Brinson. 4-5, that's a possible error on a throw. Brinson 6-5, ground ball to first. Adams is only a 4, that's a 15, so there's not going to be a throwing error. We're going to check for a double play. Brinson's a 3, -1 from Sanchez is a 2. Since it's hit to first, you don't get the benefit of being halfway, so it's going to stay a 2. A 1-2, it's a double play. It's a 1, so they turn it 3-6-3. And that gets Sanchez out of further trouble. 3 runs do score. I guess it could have been worse. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left. At the end of half an inning of play here at Nats Park, the natives are restless as it's the Marlins 3 and the Nationals coming to bat against right-hander Eliezer Hernandez. So the Nationals with their work cut out for them early on, trying to get out of a 3-0 hole right out of the get-go. All right, so lineup for the Nationals: Turner, Parra, Rendon, Soto, Cabrera, Adams, Suzuki, Robles, and Sanchez. And on the bench, they got Eaton, Dozier, Kendrick, and Gomes. And defensively, we've got Dean, Brinson, Ramirez in the outfield, Castro, Birdie, Diaz, and Walker in the infield, Alfaro catching Eliezer Hernandez. So Trey Turner hitting .276, 16 homers, 49 driven in. Try to get something started for the Nats. 6-6 is a strikeout chance. That's not a way to get it started. He's going to go down on strikes. So he's been struggling lately. His average now has dropped to .276. He was up in the 280s, high 280s not that long ago. Here's the Baby Shark, Gerardo Parra, filling in for Adam Eaton, hitting .303, 7 homers, 22 driven in. 5-3, that is a strikeout plus, so Nationals not off to a good start. That off day yesterday apparently hasn't helped them at all. And they got to get their act together here. They won 2 in a row. They swept the Orioles, but they're having trouble with the Marlins for whatever reason. Rendon, .303 average, 29 homers, 98 driven in. 2-4, and that's the ballpark card. So we're going to Nationals Park again. 1-3, that's a blank. So we go to the rare play chart with the bases empty. Rare play, bases empty. It's a 2d6 roll. And we roll a 35. 35 says grounder to the first baseman. Should say who, not how. Grounder to the first baseman who flips to the pitcher covering for the out, but the pitcher and the hitter collide behind the bag. Check for injury on both the pitcher and the hitter. Wow, this could be interesting. Rendon just got injured in the previous series against the Orioles. He could be looking to get banged up again. Now, let's see, does this talk about the runner being out? Oh, it says for the out, so he pitches. So it's going to be a 3-1 put out to end the inning. So we know the inning is over. It's just a matter of whether Hernandez can continue or whether Rendon can continue. So we'll check the injury status first for Hernandez. He's an injury of 5. And that means he's automatically going to be leaving the game, because when you got an injury rate of 5, you automatically at least miss a game plus. So Hernandez is going to go 1 inning. He's going to leave on an injury. He will not be able to continue, which is a shame because he struck out 2 guys, but the good news for the Marlins is they got 9 relief pitchers, so they got plenty of arms in the pen to continue, and they'll also pinch hit because Hernandez is scheduled to bat second this inning, so they will use a pinch hitter, and that will be Curtis Granderson. So Granderson's going to pinch hit, and now we got to check for Rendon. His injury is a 2, so we have to roll a 1 in order to keep Rendon in the game, otherwise he's got to leave. It's 2, he's got to come out. So Rendon is going to leave also. And let's see, did they go to Howie Kendrick again? That's what they did last time. That seems to make the most sense. So Howie Kendrick will be coming in for Rendon, courtesy of the injury. So Kendrick is in for Rendon. He runs the same as a 3. So let's make some of these changes. Kendrick is the new third baseman. And then we'll get the new pitcher, obviously, in the bottom half of the second. Rendon is out of there. Unfortunately for him, that's the second game in a row he's suffered an injury. So he's not having very good luck over there with that. Okay, so Sanchez will be out to face Austin Dean, and then a pinch hitter Granderson for Hernandez. And then Birdie, and then we'll figure out who the new pitcher for the Marlins is going to be. Somebody that's got some length. So Granderson pinch hitting in the second inning. Wasn't expecting that for sure. Sanchez to Austin Dean. 1-6 is a walk plus, and Sanchez again in trouble. Leadoff man is on, and now Granderson's coming on to pinch hit for Hernandez. Let's see what Granderson can do. As Dean is the runner at first, he does have an attempt of 2, so let's see if we can get a jump. He cannot. Granderson's not going to bunt, so Sanchez to Granderson. 6-2, strikeout chance, 9, got him. So Granderson out on strikes. Maybe he should have bunted, but he is out on strikes. And brings us to the top of the order in John Birdie. Dean, again, can't get a jump. Sanchez. 1-4. That is a strikeout plus to a right-hander, so he will get the whiff on Birdie. So maybe Sanchez is starting to get his groove back, but he's down 3-0. It may be too little too late, unless the Nats can put some runs against the bullpen of the Marlins. Sanchez now against Ramirez. 3-2. That's a blank. We go to Ramirez. 4-1. Ground ball to short, and that's going to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, the man left. We go to the bottom of the second, 3-0 Fish. But now let's see who the new pitcher is going to be and who's got the most rest of the bullpen pitchers for the Nationals. I'm sorry, for the Marlins. It's Wei-Yin Chen. He hasn't pitched in quite a while, according to the computer. So we're going to bring in Wei-Yin Chen. Wei-Yin Chen is going to be the guy. And Wei-Yin Chen is able to face 7 batters, so he does have some length. He can go a couple of innings, which is what they need right now. So Wei-Yin Chen will be coming on for the Marlins to face Soto, Cabrera, and Adams here in the bottom of the second. Wei-Yin Chen, and on the PC replay computer game, Chen's having some issues. He's 2-2 with a 7.47 ERA and a save. Of course, that's not too far off the 6.59 that he's got. So here's Soto. 283 average, 33 homers, 102 runs driven in. Trying to get something started for the Nats, down 3-0. 1-2 is a range play. We go to Soto. 2-1. That was the inverse. 1-2, now 2-1. Single to center, but it's a range play for Brinson. He's a 3. 1-3, he takes the hit away. He cannot, so it is going to stand as a single. So failed range play there by Brinson. And Soto is aboard. And he's got an attempt of nothing because it's a 1 there and a -1 there. And since there's no pickoff chances, there's no strategy roll needed. Go straight to the bat for Asdrubal Cabrera. He's hitting 174. Hit his first home run against the Orioles in the previous game. So now he's got a homer and 6 runs driven in. Switch hitter will now bat right-handed. He had hoped to bat left-handed against the starter, but now he's got to switch over and bat right-handed. Chen to Cabrera. 2-1's the ballpark card going to Nationals Park. 4-4. That's a home run to the pull side. Cabrera against lefty, though, is only a 5, so that's going to be just a deep fly to left. 1 away. 1 gone. That brings up the first baseman, Matt Adams. 258, 18 homers, and 50 driven in. Chen, 1-2, range play again. Go to Adams. 1-4, star 2, fly to center. Another range check of Brinson. He's a 3. And this time he does make the catch. So had a failed range play to start the inning, and now a successful range play to make the second out. It's going to send us to Kurt Suzuki, hitting 279, 12 homers, 43 driven in. 4-3 for Suzuki. I'm sorry, for Chen rather. Is a strikeout plus, and Suzuki, even though he doesn't strike out much, the plus is going to get him. And that's going to end the inning. No runs a hit, no errors, and a man left. At the end of 2, it's 3-0. And I said the plus is going to get him. It almost, I don't know why, but for some reason that song from Miami Sound Machine got in my head about the rhythm going to get you. This time the plus got him. Don't know why where that came from or how that popped in my head. Strange things can do that sometimes. Strange thoughts can meander through my membranes from time to time. What happens when you're getting old? Almost old enough to be on a Smucker's jar, but not quite. All right, and that's the tribute to the passing of Willard Scott recently. All right, Sanchez facing Castro. 1-2 strikeout chance, and he got him. I was going to say 1-2 buckle my shoe, but that's would have been ridiculous. Here's Neil Walker, singled his first trip. 3-4, and he's not tired, so that single will not come into play. Walker will swing instead. 3-4, star 2. That's a fly to center, put away by Robles. 2 down. That takes us to the catcher, Jorge Alfaro. Struck out his first chance. Sanchez, 5-3 is a blank. We go to Alfaro's card. Finish the at-bat, 5-6. Question mark 9 against a right-hander. It's up to an 8. But that's a 12, so it's off a range there. So it's going to revert back to a fly to right to end the inning. 1-2-3 inning. Sanchez now really settling in after that rough first inning. He is retired. Let's see, 6 out of 7. 7 out of the last 8 batters he has faced, he is retired. But again, finds himself on the short end of a 3-0 deficit. And now it'll be Victor Robles to lead it off for the Nationals, followed by the pitcher Sanchez, and then Turner. Robles, 239, 11 homers, 52 driven in. Chen, 4-4. He's not tired, so it's no single there. 6-3 is a star 3 on Robles, which is a ground ball to second. Diaz takes care of it, 1 away, and that brings up the pitcher, Anibal Sanchez. He is 9 out of 38 on the season, which translates to a 237 average, no homers and 1 run driven in. So he only hit 115 on the season, hitting 237 in the replay, so he's really gotten some good rolls. Chen, 1-6 is a range play at Nationals Park. 6-1, home run to the pull side. Well, obviously Sanchez has no home run power, so he's going to hit a deep fly to left field, and that's out number 2. Top of the order for Trey Turner. Chen, 4-3 is a strikeout plus, and Turner, however, will not strike out because that's a 19. The plus only makes him an 18, so he avoids the strikeout. He gets to swing, 6-5, but he does ground to third. Castro right there, and Chen faced 7 batters and retired almost all of them. Just had 1 hit allowed, and that was it. So he's done very well for himself. With the 2 innings of relief, he gave Don Mattingly just what he needed. Sort of like what the chorus sing about, just what I needed. For some reason I'm in a musical mood, and I don't know why. All right, so now we go to the top of the 4th. Still 3-0 Fish, Diaz, Brinson, and Dean due up. And Chen, if he doesn't get pinch hit for, will come out and pitch the bottom of the 4th as well. Diaz walked his first time up, eliminated on a double play. Sanchez 1-3, strikeout chance, 11, got him. So Sanchez has really turned it around, but that first inning may be more than the Nationals can overcome. Here's Brinson, who hit into that said double play. 3-4, he's not tired, so there's no single there. Brinson 6-5, he's going to ground it to first. Matt Adams to the bag himself. Another easy out for Sanchez. Brings up Austin Dean. 5-3 is a blank. We go to Dean's card. 1-3, and he's going to ground it to third, where it's not Rendon. Remember, it is Kendrick. So that's going to take care of that. In fact, so I can remind myself, I need to go ahead and take Rendon out and write Kendrick in there, so I can reference his fielding. And Kendrick at third base now is a 2-0. So not much range, but at least he doesn't make any errors. But he has, instead of the 4 range from Rendon, it's only a 2 range for Kendrick. And since we didn't make it to Chen's spot in the order, he's going to come out and pitch the bottom of the 4th. He is fatigued, but he's going to try to go and see how far he can get. As we start this bottom of the 4th, for the Fish, nothing in the top of the 4th. So still 3-0. Gerardo Parra will lead things off, lefty on lefty. And he, like I said, he is tired because this is batter number 8 for him to face. He can only face 7. So if he gets a parentheses roll, he's going to have to come out. But the Marlins are going to try to gamble and see if he can get through the inning because he is set to lead off next inning. Chen to Parra, 3-1, strikeout chance too high. We go to Parra. 6-2, star 2 is a fly to center. Brinson puts it away, 1 down. And Chen 2 outs away from doing magic work for the Marlins and going 3 innings of shutout ball. Here's Kendrick, his first at bat since coming over or taking over for Rendon. Chen 6-3, blank to a right-hander. Lefty would have been a home run chance, but a blank to a right-hander. So Kendrick will swing 2-5. He does single. So Kendrick finally gets a base hit. 1 out single. He's got an attempt, no attempt actually, because of the -1 from Chen, so he will stand where he is. Here's Soto. Chen to Soto, 4-3, strikeout. Oh, he just missed the tire roll at 4-4. 4-3, though, is a strikeout plus, and he gets Soto 2 down. So 2 down, that brings up Cabrera. Chen, 4-1. Home run question mark. Cabrera's a switch hitter batting right. 1-13 passes, but that's a 15, so Cabrera cannot hit a home run, but he will swing. 2-4, question mark 8 against a lefty, goes to 13. That's a 12, so that falls in the category of a double. So it is a double to center field. Double to center field by Cabrera, and that should score Kendrick. Let's see. The double to center. When you double to center, you gain 1 to your run rating. Kendrick's already a 3, that makes him a 4. There are 2 outs, that gives him an extra boost to make that a 5. And there's nothing from Brinson. So 1-5, he will score. And he does. So Kendrick comes around to score. Nationals are finally on the board thanks to the RBI from Cabrera. Cuts the lead to 3-1. And now they're trying to coax Chen through this last out to try to get him through this inning. Here's Matt Adams. Chen to Adams. 1-4 is a strikeout chance. He will not get him. Adams is only a 14 against lefties. That's a 15. So Adams will get the swing. 5-1. He flies to left, and that's going to end the inning. And Chen does really well. Gave up the 1 run, but who cares? I mean, he pitches 3 innings. Saves that bullpen. And let's see. Fly to left by Adams to end the inning. Now let's get the numbers on Chen. His wonderful numbers on Chen. 3 innings pitched, 3 hits and a run, no walks and 2 strikeouts. And if the Marlins hold the lead, he would stand to be the winner. Sanchez still going for his 5th inning coming up, but he's going to face a pinch hitter for Chen. So we'll go to the bullpen or the bench. They've already used Granderson. They're going to use Martin Prado. So Martin Prado will lead off the inning as a pinch hitter for the Marlins, and then of course they'll need a new pitcher. in their half of the 5th. Right now it'll be Martin Prado to lead it off against Anibal Sanchez. Prado, the pinch hitter, followed by Birdie and then Ramirez. So Martin Prado, that leaves Cooper and Holiday on the bench for the Marlins. Sanchez to Prado. 5-1, strikeout chance, got him. So Martin Prado strikes out in the pinch. 1 away. And that'll send us to the top of the order in John Birdie. Sanchez, 3-2 is a blank. Go to Birdie. 6-5, that's a single past third. So 1 out single for Birdie. He's 2 for 3. He got a stolen base his last time up. See if he can get the jump. It's 6 to get it. 6 or less. He does not. So he has to hold. Here's Harold Ramirez. Sanchez to Ramirez. 6-5 is the ballpark card. Going back to Nationals Park. We've been there a lot in this game. A lot of ballpark checks. 6-3. That's a star 1, which is a fly to left. 2 down. And that takes it to Starlin Castro. Again, try to see if Birdie can get a jump, and he does. So Birdie will attempt to steal like he did before. Again, it's going to basically be anything other than a 20, he's safe. And he is. Stolen base for Birdie. He gets himself into scoring position with 2 outs for Starlin Castro. Strategy roll for Sanchez, not doing any pickoffs. Sanchez, 1-3, strikeout chance, but 9 is too high. That is a 9 because over here is a 6. That is a 9. So it's only a 7. Castro will swing. 3-4, and he's going to single to center. That's going to score Birdie automatically, I believe, because with 2 outs, he becomes a 6. The single to center, you add 2, makes him an 8. So even the -1 from Robles won't help. It is an RBI single from Starlin Castro, and the Marlins get that run right back that they gave up in the 4th. They get it right back here in the 5th and extend their lead to 3 runs again. It's 4-1. Attempt from Castro is a 2. Nothing happening. Here's Neil Walker. Sanchez to Walker, 1-4. Switch it to bay and left means that's a blank. Go to Walker. 4-1. Star 1 is a fly to left, and that's going to end the inning. But the Marlins pick up another run, and they do it on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Go to the bottom of the 5th. 4-1 Fish, and we need a new pitcher for the Marlins, as Chen did his wonderful job. And now they will turn to another pitcher, presumably a right-hander this time. Looks like it's going to be who do they want to go to here? Who can give them the most length? Kenley, no. And actually, Duggar is not available in the bullpen. He's actually a starter. I don't know how I put him in the bullpen. That shouldn't have been the case. So Duggar is not an option because he's actually a starter. He did not have any relief appearances, so I kind of messed that one up. So he's not available. But they got a whole bunch of other guys, and they're going to go to Jeff Brigham. Jeff Brigham is the new pitcher for the Marlins, and he'll be facing Kurt Suzuki. Kurt Suzuki. Suzuki struck out his first chance. 5-2 is a blank. We go to Suzuki's card. 5-3, and against a right-hander, that's a grounder to short. So the split went against him on that one. As it was a righty-on-righty matchup, he's out of there. Here's Victor Robles. 1-1 is the ballpark card, going back to Nationals Park once again for Robles. 1-1, single plus to right field. Robles runs as a 4. Ramirez is a +2, so he's automatically going to get the extra base. So that will turn into a double for Robles. A 1-out double for Victor Robles. And that takes us to Anibal Sanchez. And since they had the day off yesterday, I think they're gonna need to get some offense going. So they're gonna pull Sanchez and go to a pinch hitter. And the pinch hitter is going to be Adam Eaton. So Adam Eaton will be the pinch hitter for Sanchez here in the bottom of the 5th. That leaves him with Dozier and Gomes on the bench, as Kendrick had to come in for Rendon. So I believe both benches now have 2 position players remaining. Eaton on the replay is hitting .246 with 13 home runs. Let's see what he can do here against Brigham. No strategy role to be invoked. Brigham 2-5, possible wild pitch. That's a 6. That will be a wild pitch. So Robles will take third on that wild pitch. And of course, with a 3-run lead, they will play the infield back. They'll give up the run to get the out. They just don't want to have a big inning going. So just a regular ground ball should get the run home. Brigham to Eaton, 1-3. Range play at the ballpark. 6-3, that's a star 1, which is a fly to left, but it's a range play for Dean, who's only a 2. And he can't get it. It's a single or a double. It's a single. Adam Eaton, a pinch hit single on a failed range play by Dean. And the Nationals get that run back and trail it by the score of now 4-2. Eaton now has a chance to get a jump. His attempt is a 3. Can't do it, so he will stand pat, but he does run at a 5, so he runs very well. Here's Trey Turner. Brigham to Turner, 4-5. That's a strikeout chance, and he got him. So out number 2 as Turner, who's continuing to struggle, goes down on strikes. It's up to Gerardo Parra to keep it going. 6-3, walk plus, and Gerardo Parra will draw the base on balls. It's going to move Eaton up to second base. Runs at first and second. Tying runs are on base for Howie Kendrick. Brigham to Kendrick. 2-1 is a strikeout chance. 19, way too high for that. We go to Kendrick. 3-3. He's going to double to center field. How about that? A double to center by Howie Kendrick. Eaton will score automatically. And now, what about Parra? A double to center. A double to center, you gain 1 on your run rating. So Kendrick is a 3, you gain 1, makes him a 4. There are 2 outs, makes him a 5. So anything other than a 6, and Kendrick will score, Parra will score as well. And he does. So 2-run double for Howie Kendrick, who took over for Eaton. And all of a sudden, we got a tie game at 4. Just like that, it is a tie game at 4. So how about that? Howie Kendrick doing it for the Nats in place of the injured Rendon. Here's Soto. Now Brigham is tired. Don't know if they want to go to a lefty at this point. Let's see where the pitcher is in the order. Pitcher bats 5th. Yeah, they got time to bring in a lefty, I guess. So Brigham will exit, and they will go to a lefty. They will go to Yarlin Garcia. Try to get out of the mess. Yarlin Garcia, the lefty. That leaves Conley as the only lefty remaining. So Brigham crapped the bed and gave up the lead. So now that nice outing for Chen kind of went for naught. And Sanchez no longer is on the hook for the loss. In fact, if they score here and take the lead, he could be qualifying for the win. So what a change of fortune that is. All right, pickoff chance for Yarlin Garcia. Not going to happen. Well, let's put Yarlin Garcia in the game. That would help on the computer. So I'll make sure I have the right guys going around here. Okay, so Soto facing Yarlin Garcia. Kendrick at second and 2 outs. Tie score at 4. Garcia, 6-2. Range play at the ballpark. Nationals Park, 6-6. Home run to straightaway center field. Against a lefty, though, it's only an 8. Had it been a right-hander, that would have been a home run. So it's a failed home run, but it is a range play. Remember, we had a range play at the ballpark. So a failed range play would turn this into a double. Brinson's a 3. If he doesn't catch this, it's going to drop for a double. Now he was able to get it. So Brinson just saved a run and keeps the score tied right where it is. So fine play by Brinson. And after 5 complete, we are tied at 4 in a wild one here on a Friday night in D.C. And now we need a new pitcher for the Nationals. Let's get the new pitcher for the Nationals, who that's going to be. And let's see who the most rested arm is in their bullpen. Hunter Strickland's got to be, because he just came back from his paternity list. So Hunter Strickland definitely has the fresh arm. He will come on to pitch. Facing Alfaro, Diaz, and Brinson. Hunter Strickland. Let's get the totals first on Anibal Sanchez from his start. And on the outing for Anibal Sanchez, he goes 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs. They were all earned. Walked 2, struck out 6, and he carries a no decision into this game. His ERA has climbed to 3.98. So Hunter Strickland is on, and he'll be facing Alfaro to lead off the top of the 6th. All tied at 4 with the Marlins. Strickland, 2-1, straight up home run chance right off the get-go. He's a 10, but that's a 16, so there's no home run, but he will get to swing. So Strickland dodged that one. 1-3 is a single to pass second, so he didn't give up the home run, but he does give up a single. And leadoff single by Alfaro. He's got an attempt of 2. Nope, can't get a jump, and we're not bunting with Diaz. We'll let Diaz swing away. Strickland to Diaz, 6-4, hit by pitch chance. He's a 7. He's plus 10, makes it a 17. That is a 17. Strickland just plunked him. And just like that, the Nationals had tied this game, and all of a sudden Strickland wants to give it away. First and second, nobody out for Lewis Brinson. And he's in a great opportunity to bunt right here, although we are getting to the bottom of the order. Still think bunting is maybe your best bet. I don't know. The way Strickland's pitching, he might be better off swinging against him. So they're going to let Brinson swing away. Strickland 4-3. That is an automatic out on a star line. Let's see what the out is. It's a 3, fly ball to right. So that's 1 away. Alfaro cannot move up. He doesn't have the run rating to be able to do that. So there's 1 away. Brings up Austin Dean, and then we'll get a pinch hitter for Yarlin Garcia as well, as he is set to bat next, unless we get a double play. That's the only thing that would stop that. Strickland to Dean, 2-4, strikeout chance, but 20 is too much. Go to Dean, 2-5. That's a single to right field. Let's see if Alfaro can score. He's only runs at a 1. Parra's got a 0 arm. There are 2 out. No, they're not 2 outs. There's only 1 out. Single to right, you do gain 1. So that makes him a 2. 1-2 to score. 3, 4, 5, he's got to hold. 6, somebody's out. It's a 2, so he does score. How about that? Alfaro sneaks in, and the Marlins take the lead 5-4. Diaz now, let's see if he can get to third. He runs at a 3. First to third on a single to right, you add 2, makes him a 5, and that was certainly less than that, so he will scoot to third base. So the Marlins now grab a 5-4 lead, and now we'll get a pinch hitter for Garcia. And let's check who they've got on the bench. They do have Cooper or Holiday. They're going to go to Garrett Cooper. Garrett Cooper will be coming on. They may not face Strickland, though. Strickland now is going to come out. Strickland will be coming out of the ball game, as he could not get it done. He goes a third of an inning, gives up 2 hits, and so far 1 run. He also hit a batter, but the 2 guys on base are his responsibility. So he will come out, and they will turn, the Nationals will, to the bullpen once again, where they will go to Wander Suero to try to get out of the inning. So Wander Suero, on the replay, Suero, 2-4 with a save and a 4.10 ERA. So he's doing a little bit better than he did in real life. So Suero is looking to try to get out of this. Another reason to bring him in is he's got a +1 for a double play. So they're playing for a double play. It would be a 3, halfway makes it a 4. It'd be a 1-4 for a double play if they can turn it. So that's what they're hoping for. So right now, Garrett Cooper pinch hitting here in the 6th. That leaves Holiday, the backup catcher, as the only position player remaining. He does also have some pickoff chances, so we'll try those. but nothing coming up on that. Suero to Cooper. Runs on the corners, 1 out, 1 in. Infield double play depth. Suero, 6-5. Strikeout chance is too high. We go to Cooper. 6-6. That is a single. He got the ground ball, but it went through for a single. So a base hit for Cooper. That will score Diaz. That run is charged to Strickland. And Dean will automatically take third. He's a 5, and just the numbers give him the automatic advance. So in the vernacular of Stratomatic, that's a single star. 6-4 Marlins. Successful pinch hit by Garrett Cooper. And that's going to send up top of the order. And John Birdie. Suero trying to get out of this. Again, they're going to play for the double play if they can get it. No pickoff, so nothing going on there. Suero to Birdie. 2-6, possible error. Birdie, 6-6, star 5. Fly to center, no error on that. He's only a 3, that's an 8. No error, but a possible sacrifice fly. He's a 1. And he does get the sacrifice fly. How about that? Sacrifice fly to center field for out number 2. Dean scores. Third run of the inning. All 3 runs are now charged to Strickland. So he gave up the lead right away as soon as he came in. Maybe he should have stayed on paternity leave. I don't know. But Birdie is out. Sacrifice fly. And that gives the Marlins that 3-run lead right back. They now lead it 7-4. Runner on first, 2 down. Cooper is the runner at first. Suero with the strategy roll. Nothing happening. Here's Harold Ramirez. Suero, 1-2 strikeout plus, got him to end the inning. That's what he needed on the previous at bat, but they couldn't get it. So that's going to end the inning. But it's a profitable one for the Marlins as the Fish score 3 runs here in the top of the 6th. They do it on 3 hits. There were no errors and 1 left on base. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. It is 7-4 Marlins, and we do need a new pitcher for Miami, as they did pinch hit for the pitcher. So let's go to the bullpen of the Marlins and see who they have available, who's got the most rest, etc. They will be looking at Hector Noisy. Hector Noisy, I guess is how it's pronounced. He is going to be on for the Marlins. Hector Noisy. So he is on to face Cabrera, Adams, and Suzuki. Nationals with their work cut out for them. They made up those 3 runs the previous inning, but now they find themselves down 3 again. Can the offense answer? Noisy to Cabrera. 1-4. Strikeout chance too high. We go to Cabrera. 4-6. That's a liner to short. 1 away. Snagged over there by Birdie. 1 down. Here's Matt Adams. 1-2. Double question mark against the lefty. 1-5 is a single, but that's an 8, so it's a blank. Go to Adams to finish. 4-5. That's a question mark 8, but it only goes to 7. That's a 16, so it's just going to be a fly out to center for out number 2. And it seems like those 3 runs the Marlins just scored in the top half kind of took the steam out of the Nationals engine. Kind of deflated the crowd as well. Suzuki, 5-2, ball 1. We go to Suzuki. Noisy again, 2-1, another ball. That's ball 2. 6-2, possible error on a ground ball. 2-1, that's a double to left. There is no error on that. That's not a ground ball, that's a double. Plus the 18 is way too high for an error anyway. And it's a 2-out double for Kurt Suzuki. He reaches. There is a pickoff chance for Noisy, so we'll roll for that. But nothing's happening. Here's Victor Robles. Noisy to Robles, 3-5. That is a possible error. Robles, 2-4. Fly to center, but there's no error there. He's a 5, and that's a 6. So no error. Inning is over. Noisy does his job, goes his 1 inning. No runs, a hit. No errors, and a man left. Forgot to do these things down here for whatever reason. I don't know why. Let's complete those. Let's see, 3 hits there with the 3 runs. No errors and 1 left. Okay, so now I got everything cleaned up, tidied up, I should say. Nothing for the Nationals in the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th, score 7-4 Marlins, and we will get a new pitcher for the Nationals. And we'll see who that's supposed to be. Because Suero has already, he can face 4 batters, and I believe he's faced 3. I'm not sure if they want to keep him going or not. Do they want to bring back Suero, or do they want to? Because the pitcher spot is scheduled to lead off next inning. You know what? They're going to keep they're going to stick with Suero. Actually, they are going to stick with him. He is scheduled to lead off in the 7th inning, so they want to try to see if they can get through this inning with him and see if he can pitch tired. Suero, 5-1 range play. We go to Castro. 4-3. That is a double to center field, but it is a range play. Robles is a 3. You could take this double away on a 1, 2, or 3. And he does, so nice play there by Victor Robles. Successful range play. Circle that one. Keeps that leadoff man from getting to scoring position. 1 away for Neil Walker. And now, this is batter number 5 for Suero, so he's tired from now on. If he hits a parentheses roll, he's got to come out. 2-2. Strikeout chance. Switch everybody left. It is a strikeout chance. That's a 3. He's a 10. That's a strikeout. 2 down. So they're trying to get Suero to get 1 more out and pinch hit for him in the bottom half if they possibly can. Here's Alfaro. 5-5, and he hit the double question mark, so he's going to have to come out, but he still might be able to get an out here because against a right-hander, 1-17 is an out, so he will get that out. He's got to come out, but he's going to come out anyway for a pinch hitter. He does get the out, and the out's going to be a ground ball to second. So Suero, yeoman work, and Suero is going to end up going an inning and 2/3, and he's going to give up a hit, nothing else, with a couple of strikeouts. So he certainly did his part to try to stem the tide, but now it's up to the offense. 7th inning stretch time here in Washington. And it will be the Marlins 7 and the Nationals 4. And it looks like we need a new pitcher for the Marlins as well. But since it's a 7th inning stretch, I'm going to go ahead and stand up myself, just stretch for a second. We do have a pinch hitter coming up for the Nationals for Wander Suero because it was his turn to bat. So the pinch hitter is going to be Brian Dozier. So it'll be Dozier, Turner, and Parra due up here in the 7th. And it will be Kinley. Tyler Kinley will be coming on for the Marlins. The right-hander, Tyler Kinley. He'll be coming on to face Dozier, Turner, and Parra. So I can sit back down now. That little stretch was nice to do. So Kinley coming on. Tyler Kinley facing Dozier. Now Gomes is the only bench player left for the Nationals. Both teams, their only bench players are their backup catchers. So now Dozier facing Tyler Kinley. Dozier on the replay hitting .262 with 17 home runs. Facing Kinley, 3-2. That is a strikeout chance, and that's a 2, so he's gone. So tough roll there for Dozier. He got kind of boonswoggled on that one. He didn't really have a chance. All right, so that brings up Trey Turner. Kinley, 4-6. Strikeout chance again, but 13 is too much. Go to Turner. He could really use one. 2-5. He doesn't get it. He grounds to third. Prado is there. 2 down now for the Baby Shark, Gerardo Parra. 0 for 2 with a walk. Kinley, 4-3. Strikeout chance, 9. And he'll get him. That's a 9, then that's a 9. So he gets him. I tell you what, Marlins bullpen by committee seems to be working pretty well in game 1. Not sure if it's going to be a lingering effect for the rest of the series, but certainly is working in this game. Nothing doing for the Nationals. We go to the 8th. Still 7-4 Fish. And we will get a new pitcher for the Nationals. Let's see who they're going to bring in. They got for the Marlins, they're going to be using Diaz, Brinson, and Dean, a lefty and 2 righties. So let's see how they want to play this. Let's see. Strickland and Suero have already been used. I believe we're going to go with Javi Guerra. So Javi Guerra will be coming on for the Nationals, rather. I believe that's who they're going to go to. Let me double check it. Make sure he's not tired or anything. He is not. Actually, though, he did pitch 2 innings, a couple of... he's got... How do you want to play this? He's not tired, so he probably will have to rest after a couple games after this, but they want to get him through this game because he does have some length. He might be able to finish out the game for him if he's effective. So Javi Guerra is on to face Isan Diaz, Brinson, and Dean, and then a pinch hitter for Kenley if it gets that far. So Guerra comes into the game 3-4 with a 4.90 ERA and 2 saves on the replay. Guerra 4-6, walk chance to a lefty, and he will walk him. So leadoff walk to Isan Diaz, not what Dave Martinez was looking for out of the pen. No strategy roll needed, so we go to Brinson. Guerra to Brinson. 3-2 is the ballpark card going to Nationals Park for Brinson. 1-1, single plus to right field. Brinson runs at a 3, par is a 0, so 1-3. He'll stretch this into a double. He will not. He'll hold with a single. But on the single to right, Diaz has, I'm sure, he automatically gets third base. I don't even have to check it. On that single plus, he automatically gets the extra base. So it's runners at the corners with nobody out for Austin Dean. Infield's going to have to come in, try to choke the runoff. Guerra to Dean, 3-1, ballpark card again. 5-1, ground ball to first, and with the infield in, they will hold the runner. There's no chance at a double play with the infield in, so it's simply going to be a case where Adams steps on the bag. Brinson will advance to second base. So, but the run does not score. That's I guess the most important part of that. So now runners are at second and third with 1 out. And now we need a pinch hitter for Kenley, and it will be the backup catcher. He is the only man left on the bench, Brian Holiday. So Holiday is on to pinch hit. He is the last remaining position player for the Marlins. So he will be on to pinch hit for Kenley. Holiday facing Guerra. Runners at the corners. Now they will play the infield halfway because Holiday's got a pretty good chance of hitting into a double play. So they're going to play halfway on this one. Guerra, 5-2 is a range play. Now playing halfway, the infield only loses 1. If they're playing in, they lose 2. So it helps a little bit, I guess. Here's Holiday. 3-3, it's a single to left, doesn't matter. Holiday, a pinch hit single. But it is a range play, so it's not necessarily single. My bad. Hold on. We got to give Soto a chance to catch it. Not that he will, but we got to give him a chance because it is a range play. He is a 3. And of course he couldn't do it, so it's single will stand. I was right the first time. Should have known he wasn't going to catch that. So it is a base hit. Single to left. Pinch hit single by Holiday. Second consecutive pinch hit single by the 9th place hitters. Now the question is, will Brinson score? Brinson runs at a 3. Single to left. Single to left, you add 1, makes him a 4. Soto's a 0. 1-4, he scores. And he does. So it's going to be a 2-run pinch hit single for Brian Holiday, the number 9 hitter, the pinch hitter, rather, the catcher. And that's going to blow this thing open. It's now 9-4 Fish, as they have just blown this thing wide open. Guerra going to stay out there and take his licks, at least get through this inning, nothing else. Strategy rolls are off completely now. Guerra to Birdie, 2-6, strikeout chance too high. We go to Birdie. 4-5, that's a ground ball to second, could be a double play. He's a 1, but he's a -1. Makes it a 0, there halfway, makes it a 1. This has to be a 1 for a double play. It is not. It's a 3. Now, how does Holiday run? Holiday only runs at a 1, so it will be a fielder's choice. They'll get the lead runner 4-6, and Birdie will take over at first base. Again, no strategy rolls with the score being what it is, but there are now 2 outs. And here's Harold Ramirez. Guerra to Ramirez. 6-6, strikeout plus, got him, but like I said, too little too late. 2 more runs come in. That big 2-run single by Holiday, the 2-run pinch hit single, could have put the nail in the coffin right there. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. He'll do it for Guerra. He goes 1 inning, gives up 2 hits and 2 runs. No walks and a strikeout. So 2 runs come in the 8th, and the Marlins extend now to 9-4. And we'll get a new pitcher for the Marlins here in the bottom of the 8th. And it will be, let's see who they want to go to. Marlins will go to, who would they like to go to? Ryan Stanek. I think we're going to go to Ryan Stanek. Do they go to Stanek or do they go to Keller? Let me see here. Could be Keller. Let's check Keller's numbers. Now they'll go to Stanek. He came over in the trade with Tampa Bay. So Stanek will be coming on. And he'll probably pitch the 8th, and somebody else will pitch the 9th, and then we'll have 7 pitchers used by the Marlins, but bullpen city seemed to work in this game. Howie Kendrick will lead things off for the Nationals here in the bottom of the 8th against Stanek. 9-4 lead. Stanek, 1-6 hit by pitch chance. He's an 8, but that's a -7, so no hit by pitch. Kendrick will swing. 2-2, he's going to single to center, so Kendrick continues to be a hitting machine, although it's not really helping his team out all that much. Here's Juan Soto. Again, strategy rolls are not invoked right now. Stanek, 1-5. Ballpark card going to Nationals Park for Soto. 5-4. That is a single past second base. And let's see, Kendrick runs at a 3 to get from first to third on the S4. All you need is a 3. So he will take third base. Runners at the corners with nobody out. And a big long journey starts with the first step, and these are the first 2 steps for the Nationals, getting base hits. Here's Cabrera. Infield, of course, playing for double play. They'll give it the run to get a couple outs. Stanek, 3-5. And that's a straight-up home run chance. Switch everybody in left, straight-up home run chance. He's a 10. That's an 11. He just missed a 3-run homer. Cabrera missed it by 1 number, but he will get the swing. That would have made the game interesting right then and there had he gotten the homer. As it is, 4-5 is a single to center. So how about that? Still going to get a base hit. That will score Kendrick, and Stanek may not be in this game much longer as he's starting to bite the bit here. Soto's playing station to station, so he will hold. But it is a base hit, cuts the lead to Dolly Parton 9-5. And that brings up Matt Adams. Stanek trying to get it out here. 3-1 as a walk plus. So he walks at a 7. Stadium adds 1, makes it an 8. The plus is an 18. 15 fits. It's a walk to Matt Adams, and the bases are now loaded. And the tying run is coming to the plate in the form of Kurt Suzuki. Stanek is now tired. Stanek is now tired. They're going to let him pitch to Suzuki. This is probably his last batter, I'm sure. Still nobody out. Infield playing for the double play. 2-4. And he is tired, so it won't be a strikeout chance. It'll be a walk chance. He will not walk, but he will have to come out of the game. Suzuki will bat. 2-2, fly to left. Could be a sacrifice fly. He's a 2. And it is. Sacrifice fly to left by Suzuki will score Soto. But that's going to be it for Stanek. He's got to come out because of the fatigue roll. And it's probably a good thing he comes out anyway because he was not doing very well. Sacrifice fly by Suzuki makes the score 9-6. Only 1 out. And bullpen action again for the Marlins, and it will be Keller. That's who I was going to bring in before, but now he's definitely going to have to come in. So Keller will be coming on. Kyle Keller, as Stanek couldn't get it done. So they may have to go through 8 pitchers here. We'll have to wait and see. Keller can face 5 batters if he's effective. He also has the Special K result, but he is a PDF because he only went 10 2/3 innings. He is the 7th pitcher used by the Marlins. They do have Adam Conley still in the bullpen. He would be the guy, maybe he would close it, I don't know. Robles is the batter. Again, no strategy roles needed. He does have a +2 double play rating, so that could help him as well. Keller to Robles, looking to turn 2. 1-5, that's an automatic out. See what the out is. It is a 2, which is a fly to left. He's the fly ball pitcher. Odd, he gets a double play rating of +2, but all the star lines are flyouts. Kind of interesting. So a fly out to left field for out number 2. Robles is gone, and now we need a pinch hitter for Guerra, and it's the only guy left, which is the backup catcher, or sometimes regular catcher, Yan Gomes. So Yan Gomes will come on and pinch hit for Javi Guerra. And now both teams are out of position players. Any more pinch hitting will have to be done by pitchers. But we are in the 8th inning, so it may not get to that. Gomes now facing Keller. He is the tying run at the plate. Keller 3-5, and that's a straight up home run chance. He's an 8, and that's a 10. Boy, if he was left-handed, that would have been a 3-run homer. He just missed it. So Gomes just missed tying this ball game, but he does get to swing. 4-2, and he's going to fly it to right field to end the inning. Boy, just that close. Came very close to tying the game. Nationals do get 2 runs on the board, and they do it on 3 hits. No errors and 2 left. We go to the 9th. It is Marlins 9 and Nationals 6. And Fernando Rodney will come on and pitch here in the top of the 9th. He will come on and face Castro, Walker, and Alfaro. And I believe Adam Conley will pitch the 9th for the Marlins. Unofficially, don't know for sure. We'll figure it out. Castro is your batter. Fernando Rodney is the Nationals pitcher. And on the season, of course, he played for, I believe, the Oakland A's earlier. So these are totals with the combined 0-3, 3.62 ERA, and 3 saves for Fernando Rodney. So Rodney facing Starlin Castro. 5-6, that's a range play. We go to Castro. 3-6, ground ball to third. That's a range check on Rendon, who's normally a 4, but Kendrick is playing third base because of the Rendon injury, so he's only a 2. So this is where it hurts not having Rendon. And see, Rendon would have made that play, but he does not. Is it a single or a double? It's actually a double down the line. So not having Rendon just cost him a double right there. Just cost him a double. Castro leads off with the double. Here's Neil Walker. Rodney to Walker. 2-4. Strikeout chance. 15 is too much. Go to Walker. 5-2. It's a single pass short. Castro, though, with only a 3, I believe will have to hold. Let's see. Single pass short. Yeah, you got to have a 3 is all you need. I was thinking of the single to third. Single to short, to score from second, all he needs a 3 or better. He's got that. So it is an RBI single. Makes it now 10-6. So no save situation for Conley if he comes in. But he will have a 4-run lead at a minimum to work with. Rodney now in trouble facing Alfaro. 2-4, strikeout chance. 13 does get him, so 1 away. So Rodney finally gets an out. But it's a 10-6 Marlins lead here in game 1. Here's Diaz, 5-2, strikeout plus, got him. So too little too late here for Rodney with these strikeouts. That'll bring up Brinson. Rodney, 6-2, hit by pitch, and he will get plunked. And that could just be a frustration hit by the pitch right there. We'll have to wait and see. Rodney is now tired, so if he gets a parentheses roll, he's got to come out, but they will let him go and pitch to Austin Dean. 2-3, and he gets the parentheses roll round cue. 2-3 is a double question mark, but an 18 does not give him a base hit, so Dean will have to earn it on his own. 1-2, he does not. Star 4. Ground ball to second, that's going to end the inning. Rodney would come out anyway, so that didn't really affect him all that much. Marlins get a run on 2 hits. No errors and 2 left. So we go to the bottom of the 9th. It is 10-6. 10-6 in favor of the Marlins. And let's check on, yeah, Keller's going to come out. And they will be bringing on Adam Conley to finish the game. He will be the 8th pitcher used by the Marlins. 8th pitcher used, Adam Conley. They have nobody else left unless they get to a starter. So Conley is entrusted with getting through this last inning, not giving up 4 runs. That's basically his job. Turner, Parra, and Kendrick due up for the Nationals against Adam Conley. All right, Conley facing Turner. 10-6 the score. Bottom of the 9th. 5-6 double question mark. 1-9 is a single. That's a 7, so Trey Turner leadoff single. Again, no strategy rolls, no steals, none of that stuff right now until if and when the score gets closer. Everything's station to station. Here's Parra, and there's no pinch hitters left for the Nationals, so they got to go with who they have. Conley, 3-3, possible error. Parra, 3-3 again, ground ball to short. Birdie's a 5, but that's a 19, so there's no error there. Possible double play. He's a 2. -1 is a 1. Nothing on the pivot. They were halfway, makes them a 2. 1-2 is a double play. Nope, 6 means the runner advances. So it's a 6-3 ground out with Turner taking second base. But at this point, his run really doesn't matter. Here's Howie Kendrick. Conley to Kendrick. 6-4, that's a straight-up home run chance to a right-handed hitter. That's an 11, that's a 10. 2-run homer for Howie Kendrick. Since coming to the game, he's 4 for 4. 2 singles, a double, and now a home run. A 2-run shot, making it 10-8. 10-8 is the score. 2-run homer for Howie Kendrick. Home run number 21. He is definitely outperforming his real-life numbers. It is now 10-8. 10-8 with 1 out in the 9th. Soto stepping to the plate to face Conley. Conley got to shake off that home run. 6-6 is a strikeout chance, and he does just that, striking out Soto for out number 2. Nationals need to get that tying run on base. Here's Cabrera. Conley to Cabrera. 3-2 is a strikeout chance, and he got him. So Conley comes back and strikes out the last 2 to end the ball game, and the Marlins win it by the score of 10-8. And a wild one here in D.C. on a Friday night, the first game of the series. Marlins had to go deep into the bullpen thanks to the injury to their starter and also the injury to Rendon. But without the injury to Rendon, Howie Kendrick wouldn't have gone 4 for 4. So I guess there's a silver lining there somewhere. All right, so they're giving the win to Yarlin Garcia. He was the guy who came in and pitched when they scored the run. So Garcia will get the win for the Marlins. He is 4-2. Taking the loss is Strickland. He is now 0-1. And there was no save. Let's see. 10 runs, 13 hits, and no errors for the Marlins. 8 runs, 12 hits, and no errors for the Nationals. Let's look at their left on base totals for both teams. 7-6. So there is your final from Nats Park. Game 1 of the 3-game series. Game 133 on the season. Nationals fall to 79-54 as the Marlins take a 10-8 victory over the Nationals. 10 runs, 13 hits, no errors, and 7 left for the Marlins. 8 runs, 12 hits, no errors, and 6 left for the Nationals. Garcia the winner, 4-2. Strickland loser, 0-1. Games 134 and 135 against the Marlins will be offline. Next video will be game 136 against those New York Mets from Nats Park. And so that will be the next video. Don't know what day that will post or when I'm going to record it or any of that stuff. That's kind of in advance right now. But that's what's coming down the road. And then after the 3-game series with the Mets, they have a big 4-game road trip to Atlanta, trying to catch those Atlanta Braves. But they drop at least a half a game to Atlanta and possibly a full one, depending on what Atlanta does. As the 3-game winning streak for the Nationals has been snapped by the Marlins, 10-8. Game 133 is in the books. We're almost into September. We got one more game on August 31st. Next video, we will be in September in the replay. And so the rosters will expand and we'll have a whole bunch of guys to choose from. Won't have to worry about running out of pinch hitters or anything like that going forward. So let's go do it from here, from Nats Park. Final score, Marlins 10, Nationals 8. Hope you enjoyed that presentation of Inside Pitch, Washington Nationals style 2019. Until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.